Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Liba kosha brahaste kalamunde maaduli kabrakte siko dalahaya. Diokose kalibaronde liba haske braki bonda lahaske zalahatum brakida haskes. In Jesus' mighty name. This morning I just want to share with you right now about some of the situations still hore dairagala and diragala most of bana diragala most of people with big destinies, you see. So most of the time you'll find that there are people that in their childhood they experience uh, a lot of turn downs, to the extent that the child might end up in drugs. The child, or was once known to be a good child, to be that child who never did anything that is, we might say, is morally bad or whatever. You find that the child now is known to be on drugs, is known to be a lot of attitude has turned way more bad, to the extent that you wouldn't know what to do with the child. And children, that child is no longer home, that child is no longer with with whatsoever that they were positive in their life. You know what? I would love to tell you that most of those children, they are not just children. I want you to just know it from me. If that child has started to behave in a bad way, the child is on drugs, the child is doing a lot of nasty things outside there, or the child was once intelligent and now the results are down, the child is no longer promising. You know what? I just want to tell you something. That child is a prophetic child. And don't give up easily on that child. Don't give up easily. Don't give up easily. David was a shepherd boy. He was caring maybe for the baby sheep. Maybe I could say that. The lamb, the lamb was there to be protected by David. A lion was released. A bear was released. Were they going for David? No, they were going for the lamb. Always, when the devil is ready to attack, more especially your prophetic child, that's what we'll normally do. Demons don't just attack people, they attack people with big destinies. Big destinies. And they make sure that they sabotage the mission that God has proposed in that child. So your child right now might be going through a lot of things, might be going through a lot of transformation. And there's this thing that we call the adolescence. It's a timing whereby a child is trying to figure out, are they who they are. Some of them, you find that they are a combination of small mind, small thinking. And sometimes in that child you could say, this child is thinking really big. This child is very intelligent. So you wouldn't know that did this child mature or not mature. But in most instances, adolescent stage is the most stage that children are really getting confused. Youth are really getting confused. So that stage of adolescence is a bigger stage. In Christianity we say there's that level of an opios to a technon, and a technon to a euthanasia. And for somebody to be a euthanasia, they ought to be trained in the things of God. When a pain just continues to be pestering on your hand, as a technon, you just look at it like this and say, you know what, you are healed. But as a technon, you might likely cry and contact the hospital. I didn't say it's wrong to contact the hospital, but most of the euthanasia, the children that are trained in the things of God, they don't cry because of pain. They put some faith, action faith. Did you know what Paul said? One of the scriptures. He says, "No longer I that liveth, but Christ in me." He has gone to the extent that Christ is the one that is living in him. So most adolescents are still in an appeal. So when they are still in an appeal, you as their parents or maybe guardians, we ought to be interceding, like this video right now is interceding for a prophetic child. And today that have children and you wouldn't know why your child is attacked that way, I gave you a scenario. The lion and the lamb were not going for David. They were actually moving to his testimony. So your child is your testimony. The lion and the bear were charging against the lamb. But David was there. He says, I went to the lion, held it with the bear. He killed the lion. So as an intercessor, that's one thing to do. And one of the first miracle that Jesus did, I know it might sound like in the New Testament. Yes, in the New Testament, it wasn't wine. It was the salutation. The salutation of John in the womb of Elizabeth. There was a resurrection power there. Maybe Elizabeth went through some miscarriages, but when she met the mother of Jesus, something went on between Jesus and John the Baptist. That means John the Baptist was a prophetic child to the extent that he was attacked by premature death spirit in a mother's womb. So if death could attack while you are still in your unconscious realm, what more of the conscious realm? In this conscious realm right now, there is peer pressure. Things which are bad are going on, and they are likely to attack your child. So I'm telling you that be aware. Continue to be in a don't be in a panic moment. The devil wants to see you as a parent to be in a panic moment. Oh my God! You know what? I pray, and my daughter reported the same thing, and I said I gotta stand hand in hand with her for her daughter. And I saw it wise to record this video to say, you know what, today that are following me, and you are mothers out there, and you are parents out there, or you are a pastor or my brother who is having a church, and you don't know what is happening to your members, you don't know what is happening to your teenagers. You know what? The devil is not always after the mother, is always after your testimony, and your testimony is your child. So I pray right now in the mighty name of Jesus that child is breaking loose out of that mess of downfall. I pray that the demons that are trying to tie your child to forget what she is, I decree and declare those demons are loosed and are no more in your child's life. In the mighty name of Jesus, I pray for the results of your child. If the demon were tying the excellence of your child, may that demon get out. I bring the focus back to your child, the focus to focus in school, the focus to focus in upgrading and developing her marks. And I pray that as she do a wish list of what she want to pass, or what he might want to pass with in grade 1 or grade 2 or grade 5, I pray that those marks will be possible in the name of Jesus. And any demon that have binded your child in drugs and alcohol and whatever, I decree and declare a declaration, a prophetic declaration. Your child right now is released from bondage. And if your child is hiding a lot of things from you, I decree and declare that spirit is coming out in the name of Jesus. Your child will begin to share things with you, either from a relationship to finances, to debts. Your child will be transparent to you. That will be the result of this video in Jesus' mighty name. I love you. Ignatius is signing out. God bless you. Amen.